But what I said in the Kim Adams, we're sitting there talking, I said, you know, everything we know is what we have been taught by people who don't know. Think about that. Everything we know is what we have been taught by people who don't know.
So how's it going? It's been a long time since I've been on the interwebs. I've been busy getting life going forward. Hope everybody's well. And I want to talk to you about a thing I think is important, like very important. We all kind of found this place together when we realized things were bad and stupid and we've been lied to about everything. And I think that's honestly how it's always been. Forever. I mean, kings used to tell people that God told them they were the boss. And people believed it for a long time. And we've changed and we've kind of gotten better. And I think a lot of people who come here, or people like you guys that I know, you're mad because it seems like our birthright has been stolen. The country is not what we were told. The systems don't work in our benefit. It basically top to bottom, from moon landing to 9/11 to Vietnam, COVID, it's all nonsense. And I get that. And we sit there and we get mad. And some of us try to do something about it. And there's, at this point, I've realized not a hell of a lot I can do. I can make videos and I can talk to people. And maybe, that's not a bad thing. But it's not changing what we're dealing with. Not changing it one bit. So over the past couple months, it's really occurred to me that if you're going to be happy the way things are, you're going to have to grieve what you never got. Because in our minds, we think, it's America. We should have these rights and we should have these things. And we don't have that. And that's sad. And, it's hard to deal with. But I think grieving it genuinely and consciously is very important. And there are 5 stages of grief. And I think that is something we need to go through. And when we get to the acceptance level, that it's not what we were told, that it's not going to be what we were told, we can't make it that way, then we leave space to actually live a happy life. And it might sound like a cop-out. Maybe it does. If it does, call me out in the comments. But I think it's a very important way to navigate what we're going through. Because honest to goodness, we're not going to have a sound money system in our lifetimes. It's probably going to digital currency. We're not going to have political leaders who are not corrupt and don't lie to us. We're not going to have an honest media. We're not going to have a school system that benefits the children. We're not going to have a healthcare system that benefits our bodies. It just ain't going to happen. Clearly, it hasn't happened my entire life, and you guys know I'm on the long side of 50. So I really recommend that you take a look at what the 5 stages of grief are if you don't know. So the 5 stages of grief are attributed to Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And it was in a book called On Death and Dying. And I think she was trying to do good things. The 5 stages are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And denial is what a lot of people are still going through in America. They can't believe the systems are fake. They cannot believe that 9/11 didn't happen the way it was told to us. They cannot believe COVID. And then once you do believe that, which I know all of y'all know that already, you get angry. Anger is the second stage of grief. And we do things out of anger. We make videos, we talk to each other, we, rant and rave and whatever we do. And then bargaining is the third stage. And this is a tough one. This is with our system being bullshit. The bargaining stage is, well, if I can do this part or if I can do this thing, then I'm still not mad. And we some still vote. Some people still vote, which good luck. But that's part of the bargaining to me. If you know all this and you're still voting, you're probably bargaining that you can make it right. And then you hit that depression phase, which is the fourth stage of grief. And you get bummed. And you maybe, like me, you drink too much and make videos and live stream. And who knows what you do, but that depression thing can grab you. And then you move to acceptance. And the acceptance phase is where you're going to find peace and you're going to find happiness. If you stay in the depression, you lose hope for the future. You're confused about life. You have a hard time making decisions. And that's a physiological thing that can happen. And you can get deeper and deeper. So you need to express that and address it. And then, even though the sadness and loss and grief about it might never go away, you have to learn to live with it. So you have to find a happy place within whatever it is you're doing. And you guys know a lot of channels who have done that. And you never see them anymore. That's the trick, right? So, like Jay Chris, my buddy, and a lot of people liked him. He got to acceptance and he moved on with his life. I think Patrick Roberts has too. Unless he's just super busy, who knows. But when you understand with acceptance, there's a finality to it. So you've realized, I can't fix any of this. It's probably never going back. So if I can accept that, I can still make a happy life. And that's my goal. That's my goal for everybody who came here in the first place. When I first was pissed off about a chemtrail video, clearly I was not in the acceptance phase. And I'm still not about that because we should stop that. But overall, anybody who's ever been here, I hope you're not depressed. I hope you're not angry. I hope you are working through. But I really think if we look at our circumstance, we have to acknowledge that there's a loss based on what we were told this place was. It's not an actual loss, but it's a perceptual loss. We were told a thing and it didn't happen. And then there's loss. And I mean, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you're supposed to go to Chuck E. Cheese for your birthday and dad's drunk and he can't go and mom, doesn't have any money because dad spent it at the bar. And you're a kid and you don't get to go. Well, it's our whole life. And I think it's a spiritual test. And so, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling here, but I think accepting where we are and still trying to be happy is the warrior's goal. And that's how you live your life as a warrior. Because it's pretty fucked up out there, to be honest. And it ain't getting less screwed up. It's only getting more. And I still have to make a happy life. I've got people that are responsible to me now, or I'm responsible for now. And I cherish them tremendously. And I want them to be happy. So, all that being said, if you have any comments, love to hear them. And we'll probably do a live stream in a couple weeks. We're working on the last week of September almost. So maybe in October. And if not, reach out. If you know my email or phone, text me. If not, leave a comment. I always read them. And I reply. So, hope everybody's good. I'm doing great. And we'll talk to you later.